She was the girl next door who, as you may recall, strolled into Central Perk and captured our hearts with her seductive charm and flawless hair flips. However, as Rachel Green exits the coffee shop, she is entering a universe that is completely different from all others. One that she is in charge of and that basically does not allow for interpretation. You will experience the same feeling of surprise and exhilaration when you first see these pictures. You won't want to miss a single frame of Rachel's daring new look. So stay with me. By the end, you'll see why even the most well-known person longs for a quiet moment of wonder. Rachel is positioned against a basic background in the first group of photos, which lets all of her curves show through naturally. She is wearing a sleek, eye-catching sheer top and high-waisted leggings that draw attention to her shape. With a cunning half-smile and a naughty head tilt, she looks directly at the camera as though she knows the secret that the audience isn't quite able to figure out. It creates an electrifying effect. It is more than simply a picture. It is an invitation to witness Rachel's unadulterated, self-assured, and completely unrepentant side. The next picture shows her relaxing on a soft velvet couch, one leg draped over her side and the other hunched to flaunt her toned calves. Her face radiates warmth and mischievousness, and her hair falls in gentle waves. Once blazing with joy over a stolen croissant or spilled coffee, those familiar green eyes now seem to flare with a sexual intensity that is very different. When you witness how Rachel is taking charge of her narrative, her body, and her power, you may need a moment to gather your thoughts before you can smile. However, this has nothing to do with tabloid content or shock value. A woman who has experienced the highs and lows of being the focus of attention as a young girl is featured in each picture. Rachel Green transformed from a young lady trying to establish herself in Manhattan to a stylish icon and savvy professional. She overcame sorrow, career shifts, and the pressure to keep up a flawless appearance along the way. She is expressing that she is sick of hiding behind expectations with these pictures. On her own terms, she is redefining the story of what it means to be a celebrity at any age. If you scroll down a little, you can see Rachel in almost antique candid moments. Her head is thrown back in one photo, as though someone off-camera had cracked the best joke. She still has the sense of humor that used to permeate sitcom sets because it serves as a reminder. She is shown in another picture locked in a calm, placid stance with her eyes down and her chin in her palm. The intensity of emotion conveyed in this photograph will be familiar to fans who have followed her journey. It is an uncomplicated and highly accessible portrayal of honesty. Social media users responded in droves as these images gained popularity. Rachel's boldness was applauded by her admirers, who said things like pure empowerment. This is the boldest we've ever seen her, and Rachel looks incredible. Even her most devoted admirers were in awe of her ability to blend glamour with integrity. However, appreciation was the sentiment that stood out the most in each comment. Her reminder that it's never too late to discover aspects of oneself that have been forgotten was warmly appreciated. If Rachel Green's metamorphosis inspired you, don't be afraid. For more stories that celebrate bravery, self-assurance, and the delight of being authentic, like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who needs a reminder that reinvention is always possible.